There you have it. Well done. Great putt. Well, Frank, a great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th.
You'd think just blaze away with the driver, but those two bunkers down the right side are a perfect distance off the tee to make you respect those. And that one down the left, well, if you pull it a little bit, that can come into play. And that second shot, well, it's virtually straight up the hill.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Oh, that's sweet. Straight down the middle. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. This is a good-looking shot. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. He's done it. That's an eagle right there. Tremendous effort. Frank, this is really a picturesque hole. As you look out, you can see the Atlanta skyline, and you can also see, with just a few holes to play, maybe a $10 million pot of gold.
If you can't smell the finish from here, then you never will. And you're right. You know, you've got water coming up after this hole. Good tee shot here. If you want to challenge those bunkers, so be it. If you can somehow thread it just right of that, then you have a chance at the second shot that also is going to play downhill. Oh, look at that, taking the head cover off and let it fly. That's beyond long.
Goodness, did he get all of that one? Wow.
If we stretch the tape, Rich, we might get to 29 feet.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. Oh, another one goes in.
Now the 17th hole here at East Lake, 455 yards, made famous a few years back by Bill Haas, who splashed one out of the water left of the green, his way to winning the FedEx Cup Championship.
Oh, I like that.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. He's made it. Now to the final hole here at East Lake Golf Club. And Frank, there aren't too many golf courses that finish with a par 3.
And that's why it's always under a debate whether you should finish on a par 3, especially one of this length. Twos are very, very hard to find on this green. And the reason why there's so many slopes and hollows here, the two bunkers, remember the break up and down from Jim Stewart from the right bunker, that's more than possible. But this is it. This is what it comes down to. Somehow make it 3.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory. EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. It's opening round coverage of the United States Open Championship.
He goes after it like he is here. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA.
Oh, huge. Huge with a capital H.
Busted that.
I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up, get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Appears to be tracking well. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
And just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet.
That's a good par there, Rich.
On to 16 now, a 231-yard par 3. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Even par currently. Now, as they say, 300-yard drive, one shot. Miss a short one, also one shot.
That's painful. Still even par for the day. Coming down to the wire here at the U.S. Open Championship at fabled Oakmont, and the tension starting to build. And Frank, this is decision time at this very short 313-yard par 4.
And normally in a U.S. Open, Rich, you'd think the prudent play would be lay it up, but you know, I kind of like driver here today. I think the worst you're going to do is just miss the green or hit it one of those pop bunkers. You perhaps could drive it on the green, be putting for eagle, but even out of one of those bunkers, you got to think you're even money to get it up and down. I like driver here.
That one was running so hot. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on. It's that sneaky distance.
Frank, let's hope he doesn't make double bogey now.
That's the saddest coming out in you, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. That dropped. Now at 1 over par. It has come down to this, the 18th hole at the U.S. Open Championship at one of the storied venues in the sport, Oakmont Country Club. The 18th hole, Frank, well, you make par here. You win the U.S. Open, you've earned it.
We've seen some good tee shots today, Rich. This will be the toughest one.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there, right down Peachtree. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. Good birdie right there, moving to third place on the leaderboard. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live second round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. Good clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Ooh, so close. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Nothing wrong with that par putt. U.S. Open continuing here at the par 4 7th at Oakmont. It's 434 yards. Has played the entire day in the short grass, and that's the way to do it. Another fairway. What a display of driving the golf ball. Oh, it looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Oh, what a call. This is way too much.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge. That's it. Hybrid, putt, you name it. Whatever works.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
but one that you need to make.
U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, you've played in so many of them, are supposed to be demanding and tough. This is what a U.S. Open's all about. Par 3 and nearly 300 yards. That's the 8th at Oakmont.
It's not just the length, too, but this is a typical Oakmont green, which is not easy. There is an option, though, if you can't reach this green, or at least fly it on, you might get a lucky bounce to kick forward. You'll see a lot of people chipping from around the front edge of this green, and there's no shame in that.
That was not a very good read right there. As this one for par. And now to the 9th, and in case a player has forgotten somehow that he's at a U.S. Open, the 9th will remind him very quickly that this is the national championship. This is demanding.
Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big. Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot,
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
This is a 13-footer.
With 9 holes to go, bogeys become so much more expensive.
Picking him up live now at the 10th. Frank, it has not gone well to this point of the second round.
No, it's been horrible, and I think if you ask the player right now, they'd agree with that. That's the state of mind you've got to be. You've got to know what's behind you and say, I have to make a change, and it will change, and it will change my scorecard.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Early part of this second round, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
In for par. So that is a top 10 performance through 2 rounds, Frank.
It's always nice to know that you have a shot with 2 rounds left in the tournament.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the United States Open Championship.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Ball just took off the front.
Oh, I like that.
That's an absolute beauty.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Settles in over the putt. So, hanging in down the stretch with a par. Par 4 11th is 379 yards as we continue backside here at the U.S. Open at Oakmont. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee here?
You're hitting something that goes about 240, 250 yards maximum, hopefully keeping it out of that right rough. And the reason why that right rough is certainly to be avoided is that big gaping bunker at the front of the screen. Green's perched up a little bit, so this is another one where if you can hit an iron or a utility club off the tee, you must find the fairway.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Little uphill to this green, Frank. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Early part of his back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie.
Normally you'd be happy to take two from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at 667 yards. Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Frank, what are you looking to do on this approach shot here at the par 5 12th?
Well, if you're not lucky enough to be able to get the second shot down by that greenside bunker, which leaves you some sort of pitch, you've got to avoid these two sections of cross bunkers. But remembering you're heading to a side slope, so either draw the ball against the side slope or somehow aim it high enough up the hill that there's enough fairway for it to stop on.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Oh, that hurts. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Here at the par 3 13th, we're ready to tee off. It's 183 yards. Seems to like it. Headed for the back part of the green. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Nothing wrong with that par putt. The reason Oakmont has hosted so many U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, is it has a really good blend of holes, and now we come to a short par for it, 358 yards, the 14th.
You can see the predicament in front of you, bunkers left and right, but really the bonus here is if you can get the ball on the fairway with just something like a long on off the tee, this is one of your best scoring opportunities at Oakmont. Grab the fire extinguisher. Put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air.
Good spot right there.
Sync up.
Frank, you've been there, down to the wire at several U.S. Opens. What's that pressure like?
It's so different from any other type of major championship because that's normally the toughest test. That's where the scores are the highest, i.e. relative to par. That's actually where par itself is a good score. I mean, it's bruised and battled by the end of the week. With the exception, really, remember when Rory McIlroy won at Congressional? That's the one time when a U.S. Open played soft. But Martin Keimer at Pinehurst on a firm, fast golf course, it's a different test. Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach. You just think of people struggling at the end of the week and really last man standing. That's what a U.S. Open means.
Did the job right there. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live final round coverage of the United States Open Championship. Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge in there. If you're not as fortunate, you can leave it hanging up on that hill. Plays a good 200 yards for the second.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Good effort, just didn't drop. So just a formality here. Frank, where did it all go wrong? Frank, it's only 379 yards, a par 4. You thinking birdie here at the 11?
You would think for that distance, no, but you'd take 4 here. It's a stringent tee shot. The fairway doesn't really look pleasing to the eye. It looks like it moves out to the left, but that's exactly where those bunkers are. It's more of a shot with some players sitting out of the right rough. Back in 1994, this is where the playoff finished with Lauren Roberts and many else.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Well, Frank, he needed that birdie. Had to have it.
Now only trailing by 2, Rich.
Now with the par 5 12, 667 yards. Frank, you've played golf around the world at the very highest level. I've heard you say you think this is one of the hardest par 5s on the planet. Why?
The slope of the fairway, you don't get a flat lie anywhere along that, and the green slopes away from it. So really there's no easy out. This is the only par 5 I've ever seen where the best players in the world would take a 5.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there, and right down Peachtree. Second from an excellent lie. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
And it makes the green in regulation.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Just a couple of feet.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. Pushing our way into this back nine, we arrive at the par 3 13th. It's 183 yards. That would be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. Has this now for bogey. But you can't afford to give away strokes coming down the stretch. 14, pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second 9 so far.
Played that one on the commercial side, as they say in the professional game, inside 30 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet to be precise, but to make it from there, that's asking for a bit.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Some good work right there. Birdie, one shot closer to the lead. Well, this is a good U.S. Open par 4 at 499 yards. The 15th is one of the better holes in the course, Frank.
It is. The shape of the tee shot you think would suit a cut, but because the fairway slopes quite severely to the right, really it needs a draw just to work its way against that slope and somehow keep it on the straight and narrow.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, the beauty of golf, you never know when you're going to find that spark and begin to turn it around.
Yeah, well, that's why you can't just quit on the middle of the round. You've got to believe that something good is just around the corner. I mean, this just might be it.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Yet another demanding hole here at Oakmont. The par 3 16th, 231-yard par 3. Frank calls for a well-struck long iron.
It certainly does. It's going to favor something that's hit a little higher and a little softer. If you could just mentally cut this green in half and just sort of look at the left half of this green, that's really the best way to play this hole. And the reason why is the general contours all move to the right. That ball can still funnel down to the right side of the green. Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's a nice par right there, and a nice position to be in.
Rock solid, looking good.
Tied for the lead. in the thick stuff.
Thick. It's brutal out there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's no snack, though.
Almost. Wow. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knock.
That's a par, but unfortunately, Frank, not good enough to hold the lead.
Well, all the other movement on the golf course, Rich. Pars aren't good enough right now. Other people are making birdie. That's a ginormous tee shot.
So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Get down, look out.
It's over the green.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now we'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
And he's made the green. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. This would give him a bogey. Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.